Running for City Council in Prince George's County. Her name is Krystal.
Yes. Thank you. I am so humbled to be standing here today, and I'm going to talk about Progressive Maryland and what we're doing as an organization and how you can help. But before I talk about that, I just want to talk about the unique journey that we all have taken to be standing here today. What brings me here in this moment and how thankful I am and I'm going to try not to get too emotional when I think about it. Because as an openly gay Black woman, born of immigrants, I've always felt marginalized my entire life. Acceptance naturally and given so freely has something I've never experienced until I've joined movements like this. So I want to say thank you to everyone that's here, everyone that stands united, everyone that rallies to support people that even if they don't look like you, their lifestyle's different from you, you understand that we are one and our struggles are the same and that we are combined and united for fighting for something that's bigger than us. This moment and this movement is bigger than our individual struggles. So I want to take this moment just to say thank you for everyone that makes me feel included. In a country with a president that wants to tell me I don't belong. So as Progressive Maryland, we have a lot of issues that we're fighting for and a lot of things we want to push through legislation. So we have the Fight for 15 and we have women's rights issues and we also have criminal justice reform. And I want to take a moment to really talk about what's going on in this country because they say there's a war on drugs, but what's really going on is there a war on women and minorities and class in this country. And so what we want to do in Maryland specifically is we're fighting for bail reform. And I know a lot of you probably have heard of the win that we've had in bail reform by stopping a bill where they wanted to use cash bail to continue to keep poor people in prison in this state. And we said no, and we stopped them. But the struggle and the fight is not over. So when we look at criminal justice reform, we have to look at it in three different ways. One, we look at how do we stop them from even entering the system? How do we fix the system and how do we help them when they get out? So at Progressive Maryland, we're looking at education because there's a pipeline from schools to prison in this country. And so we have to make sure that we build an education system that is equal and that doesn't send our children from one institution to another institution. Hopefully, we want to look at how can we have systems in place that make sure that if you do not have money to afford bail in this country, you're not sitting in jail because you're poor. And that's why we're ending cash bail system. And lastly, we're working on re-entering citizens as jobs for them. So we want you to come to progressivemaryland.org and join the movement. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. We got all kinds of ways to get involved.